Okay. Power Monday, baby. Super Bowl Monday, baby. Super Bowl Monday. Yeah, Super Bowl Monday. Super Bowl Monday. We gonna talk about a little football. Why not? What's up, y'all? We talking about the Eagles tonight. What's going on? How y'all feeling? Yo, y'all know I'm feeling good. Y'all know I'm feeling real good. Sports-wise, anyway. So, that's funny because the sign looks right to y'all because I put it backwards. Well, see, this is an Eagles flag. So it's backwards. So, all right. So we're going to deal with the inversion. How y'all feeling, man? Yeah. World champions. Yeah. Yeah. Philadelphia Eagles. Word. Come on. I know y'all saw the game. My finger's still messed up. So what's up, y'all? Power Monday, all up in your area. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. Power Monday. Power Monday. Yeah, man. Y'all know, y'all saw the Super Bowl yesterday. Y'all saw the Super Bowl yesterday, and we need to have this conversation. I need to have this conversation. I might do the show tonight for me. Hold on. Ah! All right, let's get it popping. Let's get it popping, man. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. And this is the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. As a matter of fact, it's the daily. It's the Daily Go Get 'Em Business Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking all fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We talk about why the Eagles won that Super Bowl last night. You think we not when we will? Shit. We gotta talk about it. A lot of controversy. I mean, not like all of that, but there is some controversy. I've been hearing some things. Some of the things I've been hearing are honestly a little disheartening. Some of the things that I've heard, to me, are a little disheartening. A little bit of hate. Sprinkled on up in there. I'm like, oh, really? That's what we doing? I'm hearing that the game was rigged. Anybody hear that? I'm hearing that the game was rigged. Did anybody else hear that? What's going on, T. Carey? Right, morning, noon, and night. It's always great to have my peoples going directly into your site. And what we got? Razia Ajun and said Philadelphia Eagles 40. JG said, could you drum Beethoven's Fifth Symphony? Oh, man. What's up, JG? Cole? And no longer afraid. What's going on? Emily Dunlap in the house. I said it. Emily. And Jenna Ramirez, Señorita Ramirez is in la casa. What's going on? How y'all feeling, man? Listen, we gotta have this little conversation. I told y'all if the Eagles won, I was going to be insufferable. I told y'all things would never be the same if the Eagles won. I told y'all, listen, fans of other teams, if you come to me, if you step to me improperly, it's gonna be a problem. It's not gonna be no violent thing. I mean, this is the internet. What are we gonna do? I'm not coming to look for you. You ain't coming to look for me. However, we will handle business here. And I don't mean in a disrespectful way, but what's not going to happen? What's not going to happen is no fans from any other teams are going to tell me nothing about the Philadelphia Eagles. But we are going to talk about why the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. The real reason why we won the Super Bowl last night. I'm not going to show no video. Y'all know I don't do that. I'm not showing no video. I'm not breaking down no tape. And I'm not going to get into stats or anything like that. I'm talking about the real reason that we won. What's the real reason that we won? If you could pin down the real reason that the Eagles won, what would you say it is? And that's whether you are a fan or not. What would you say that the real reason that they won the Super Bowl was? Now, for me, I would say that the real reason that we won the Super Bowl was because we dominated both sides of the ball. Actually, all three phases of the Super Bowl. I mean, of the game. We dominated offense, defense, and special teams. They really couldn't do nothing with us. The Kansas City Chiefs actually surprised me last night. I really thought that they were going to put up a much bigger and better fight than they did, and they didn't. They didn't. They got their ass whooped. And I thought that they would have prepared a little bit better for us than they did. But it looks like they kind of underestimated us. It looks like they fed into the media hype of us overachieving. And I don't know what media outlets said that we were overachieving, because we was whooping ass. You saw, how can you have the number one defense by overachieving? If anything, the Kansas City Chiefs were overachieving the entire season. They was winning by like 1 point here, 2, 3, last minute type of deals or whatever. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when the Eagles were doing that last year, they were calling us frauds, and they were saying that we were going to be exposed. And we were exposed by the San Francisco 49ers. After we lost to the 49ers, we ripped off another 5 losses. We only won one more game before the end of the season, and then we lost in the first round of the playoffs. We didn't even get a home playoff game because we lost the division. Shirley Sher, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Sher, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Listen, in all my days, I have been waiting. I have been waiting for a chance to win a second Super Bowl. I have been waiting to win my second Super Bowl, and it is here. It is time. It has been delivered. There is no greater feeling for a sports fan than when your team actually does what you needed it to do, and that's win a championship. The ultimate goal of all sports franchises are to win a championship. And, only one team per year can win a championship. And it was the Philadelphia Eagles. So yeah, let's, you know what? I had this thing filthy, and I never wore it. As you can see, I never wore this hat. Somebody bought me a conference championship hat for when we won the Super Bowl in 2018. You see? That was for Super Bowl 52. I swear, I never wore this joint, mainly because I don't wear baseball caps anymore. This joint was actually all right for what it called? A snap-on. Well, you wouldn't call it a snap-on. You would call it I guess you could call it a Velcro. I don't know. Equivalent to a snap-on. Never wore this shit. Should I wear it tonight? I'll wear it tonight. I need a little, because my head ain't as big as I thought it was. So this hat will prepare me for the Super Bowl 59 hat, because we actually did win this. I guess I gotta take the tag off finally. Snap the tag off finally. This hat will prepare me for the Super Bowl 59 hat. Not that I plan to get the hat. I'll probably get the Scully or something like that. I don't wear baseball caps no more. I don't wear stuff like that no more, but I'm going to make an exception for this show. I'm going to make an exception for this show. I'm so proud of my team, man. You just don't know. I am so proud of my team. You just don't know. I waited so long, 54 years, to get my second chip. But I waited 48 years to get my first one. Of the other teams in the NFC East have talked so much shit about the Eagles. Y'all ain't got no Super Bowl. Y'all ain't got no rings. Y'all ain't got Then we got one. Oh, look, it took y'all 52 years to finally get y'all first one. I'm like, well, I guess that's only because you don't count the championships before they started calling it the Super Bowl. It used to just be the NFL championship. So if you add those up, we have 4. But they never let me do that. What up, Fluffy Campo says, weren't you a Chiefs fan 3 days ago? Hell no. I've never been a fan of any other team. I'm a Philadelphia Eagle. born and raised, Germantown, Pennsylvania. I'm sorry, Germantown, Philadelphia. Pulaski Town. Neighborhoods within a neighborhood. That's where we come from. Shirley Cheryl says, we say go Eagles, and they want to be, they want, and they went. Oh, we say go Eagles, and they went. So happy to be part. Happy to be a part. I felt this win before we won it. Wear it proudly. I had no doubt that we were going to win this game. I just didn't know that we was going to beat their ass like that. People was telling me, yo, I'm telling you, oh, it's going to be a blowout. I'm telling you, oh, we blowing them out. I was like, I don't know if it was too much confidence for me. I don't know if I just couldn't handle the weight. I just really thought that the Chiefs and the refs was going to give us such a hard time that there was no way that we were going to be able to pull ahead. I thought that every time that we pulled ahead, they would find a way to put the Chiefs back in the game. Now people are saying that that's what they did for the Eagles. They're saying that the game was rigged in the Eagles' favor. And I'm like, that's what we doing? Omar, what's up, my dude? My namesake is in the house. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you, my dude. Good to see all of y'all. Cheryl Halsey, what's good? What's good? Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. Yeah, I wanted to have this conversation. We're not going to talk about this all week. I'm going to the parade. The parade seems like it's on Friday. So I'll be there broadcasting live. Yeah, y'all going to get this work. Y'all definitely going to get this work. I can't stop now. We are in motion. We are in full and total effect. Okay, so the real reason, or the reason that the Eagles won the Super Bowl last night, in my opinion, the reason that the Eagles won the Super Bowl was because of sheer determination, will, and skill. Sheer determination, will, and skill. They had the better plan. They had the better players. And when you have the better plan and the better players, what more do you have to do? But it's such a difference between the obvious way that the Eagles game planned for the Chiefs versus the way the Chiefs game planned for the Eagles. And if you paid attention to the game, like if you weren't too drunk or high, or too excited, you could kind of see where they went wrong, where the Chiefs went wrong, and where the Eagles went right. What up, Quasimodo? How you feeling? Quasimodo Lions, what's good? You could clearly see what went wrong with the Chiefs and what went right with the Eagles. So the way I looked at it was this. The Eagles already had an axe to grind because they played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They played the Chiefs in the Super Bowl in Super Bowl 57. And I don't like the narrative that if Jalen Hurts hadn't fumbled for the pick six, then the Eagles would have won. Because when he fumbled the ball and it was picked up by the Chiefs and ran in for a pick six, the Eagles were still ahead. They were still ahead. And they scored again. So at halftime, they were up by 10. So people are trying to say that the Eagles needed to be up by 17 points in order to have won that game. As if Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs were never going to score. Like they weren't going to rally. One thing about Patrick Mahomes is that he's a comeback king. You have some quarterbacks in the NFL that are so good at comebacks that it's undeniable. And he is one of those. He is one of those quarterbacks who can really, really focus when the chips are down, and he can get that ball downfield, motivate and get his receivers in position to make big plays, and he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in a game. And he can get himself back in immediately. The question that you always have to ask is, why are you constantly in those positions where you have to come back in the first place? Well, to me, it looked like the Eagles were going to make sure that he wasn't in the position to be able to come back. What's that old saying that everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth in boxing? Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. And that mantra, that saying, that proverb pretty much described what the Eagles got into last night. It looked like they game plan to make sure that they took a lead immediately and that they were not going to let Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs get back into that game. And it was kind of like an unbelievable spectacle. I couldn't believe what I was seeing because, you know, anybody who watches the Eagles knows that they like to give their fans heart attacks, heart palpitations. What's it? Which one is the rapid heartbeat? Is that bradycardia or tachycardia? Whichever one it is, they like to give their fans that. Like we be on ventilators and shit, you know, like the players, the actual Philadelphia Eagles players, they're exhausted from the game, physically exhausted, and all of the fans are mentally and emotionally exhausted from the game. Winning in the waning moments of the games and all of that, and it gets crazy. But it looked like the Eagles weren't going to allow that last night. They kept their foot on the neck of the Chiefs for as long as they could. They kept their feet on their necks and crushed their windpipes. I saw dreams die last night. If you looked at Patrick Mahomes, you don't normally see Patrick Mahomes demoralized. He doesn't normally get rattled. He's known for being calm, like grace under pressure. That's how he's so well known for his comebacks. Big Bird, what's good? How you feeling? Good to see me, some you. Good to see you. Cheryl Halsey, thanks for coming through. But yeah, he's known for being, you know, very, very calm under pressure and being able to deal the ball downfield, you know, score after score after score, getting himself back in position, and he knows how to close out games. All right, so their coach, the head coach of the Kansas City Chiefs is the one and only world fame. Well, I don't know what he's world, but he's definitely headed for the Hall of Fame. One of the winningest coaches ever, which is Big Red Andy Reid. Now, Andy Reid was the head coach for the Philadelphia Eagles for 14 years. 14 years. We know Andy Reid. And when we played them 2 years ago in Super Bowl 57, that wasn't the Andy Reid that I know. Or should I say, that wasn't the Andy Reid that I knew. Not in that Super Bowl. Because the Andy Reid that I know was really bad at time management. And the Andy Reid that I know did not make good adjustments. That's not the Andy Reid that I know. The Andy Reid that I know would not run the ball and wear teams down. That's not the Andy Reid that I know. But that was the Andy Reid in Super Bowl 57. I saw the Andy Reid that I know last night. I saw the Andy Reid that just likes to pass the ball, that gets really, really pass happy, I should say, time after time. The Andy Reid that will not run the ball, even when it works. The Andy Reid that will see running plays work and then go right back to the pass because that's what makes him more comfortable. That's the Andy Reid that I know. And that Andy Reid showed up last night and the Eagles were licking their chops like, he's back. The Eagles were winning 24-0. I'm sorry, 27-0. What was it? What was it at halftime? 24-0, or was it 27-0? Which was it? Let me see. What was the score at halftime at last night's Super Bowl? $24-0. We were winning. The Eagles were winning 24-0 at the half, and then the Eagles were winning 27-0 after the half. The way that the Chiefs came out last night after halftime, we're thinking like, okay, now the real game starts, because I figured that, Mahomes was going to go into the locker room at halftime, and they were going to get themselves together, and they were going to come out with this master plan to get back into the game. Now, it's not easy. It's very, very difficult to come back from a 24-point deficit. Even if it's the first quarter, that's not an easy thing to do, especially if your offense keeps going. If you remember, Super Bowl 51, the motherfucking Atlanta Falcons were beating the New England Patriots 28-3, a 25-point lead. They were winning 28-3 at halftime. And the Patriots beat the Atlanta Falcons 34-28 in overtime. The Atlanta Falcons never scored another point after halftime. So you score all of those points in the first half, and you're dominating this team. And that was the Patriots' second Super Bowl win in a row. So they went to the Super Bowl the year before, won that, and then they were playing the Atlanta Falcons for the back-to-back Super Bowls, and they beat them. How you let a team come back from 25 points at halftime that's ridiculous. So that means that your coach played not to win, but not to lose. They played more not to win, not to go ahead and shut this shit down, but to, all right, okay, listen, I just don't want to lose. I just don't want to lose. How do you not score another point after scoring 28 points? 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns in the first half, and you don't score another point, not even a field goal in the second half, and you lose 34-28? Like, who does that? Well, the Patriots did that. And the next year, they were going for the three-peat. The Patriots were going for the three-peat in Super Bowl 52. And the Eagles wasn't having that. Now, the Eagles were winning by 10 points at halftime. They were winning by like 10 points. And then the Patriots came out after halftime and they started dealing. And then they took a lead. And people were starting to think like, oh, shit, they're going to get the three-peat. The Eagles were already not favored to win in that game, just like last night. But last night the point spread was only like 1.5 points, which means that you don't really, you really believe that this game could go either way. What is 1.5 point? What does it have a point? I don't know. But anyway, that's that Vegas shit. That's the gambling shit. That's the betting shit. Anyway, so the Eagles were down. The Patriots came back and were winning by like, I think like, oh shit. I know once they passed us, we were down like about 3 or 4 points. But the Eagles never stopped scoring. They never stopped scoring. And then they got a a timely strip sack by my man Brandon Graham. They got a timely strip sack of Tom Brady after we had already went up on them. We had went up on the Patriots, I think 5 points. We went back up on them 5 points. And then the strip sack gave us the ball back in the last 2 minutes of the game. And then we didn't get a first down. If we would have got a first down, we could have just pretty much rode out the rest of the Super Bowl. But we had to, we went 3 and out, kicked the field goal, and we were up 8 points. Now, the Patriots could have came down the field and, they didn't have any timeouts. They had 37 seconds. They could have marched down the field and got the ball in the end zone and then had enough time to do a 2-point conversion that would have tied the game up. And who knows what would have happened after that. We know what happened in Super Bowl 51 after they tied it up after being down 28-3. So a lot of people were scared of that, but we weren't allowing the Patriots to do that. All three downs that they had, and they had to do the hurry up offense because they didn't have any timeouts. And they only had 37 seconds. And they were chasing Mahomes all over the place. I'm sorry. They were chasing Tom Brady, the GOAT, all over the place. And they were getting to him. So, he got the ball on a Hail Mary. He got the ball in the end zone, but nobody caught it, and the Eagles won. So people were thinking that Mahomes, who is a comeback king, was going to be able to do that against the Eagles last night in Super Bowl 59, the way he did it in Super Bowl 57. But I think Super Bowl 57 left such a bad taste in the Eagles' mouth that they just wasn't having it. But they weren't doing a whole lot of talking. Like when it was announced, when the Kansas City Chiefs beat the Buffalo Bills in order to go back to the Super Bowl, and the Eagles beat the Redskins or the Commanders or whatever you want to call them in order to go back to the Super Bowl, you didn't hear a whole lot from the Eagles. They weren't allowing the media to set the narrative coming from them as this is our revenge game. We're going to get them this time. They didn't do that. They didn't do it. They all seem to be really media trained this time. So they didn't say a whole lot. They pretty much just talked about themselves and what it took to get there and what they planned to do. But they didn't mention the Chiefs. They weren't allowed. They weren't going to allow themselves to get wrapped up in that. But you kind of saw what they were thinking by how it played out in the game. 99, shooting Papa, what's good? And thanks for that answer. Emily says, did T Swift play football? Because Quasimodo seemed to think she didn't get enough time. Yeah, fuck all that. We not doing that. All right. Emily says, I love Atlanta Falcons, but they always disappoint me in the end. I really wanted them to win that Super Bowl. And when it didn't happen, I said, man, the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings, I just don't get it. But I do, because I was there. I was there when we couldn't win no Super Bowls. But the thing is, Atlanta has only been to 2 Super Bowls. So I know what it's like to lose 2 Super Bowls. So they got another shot. The third might be the charm for them like it was for us. But the Vikings have been to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and lost all 4. And they haven't been hiding no hair near no Super Bowl since then. So I know it's hard living up in Minnesota. Their winters are cold as shit. And then you got to deal with that shit. Let's get a poll question going. Let's do that. Do a little poll question. Okay. Easy one. Nah. Let's do a controversial one. Let's do a controversial one because I've been hearing a lot about this. Do you think the game last night was fixed in any way? Do you think? Let me just write the Super Bowl before somebody start thinking about some basketball game or some shit. Do you think the Super Bowl last night was fixed in any way? You may actually think so. You may actually think so. All right. Let's do that. Do you think that the Super Bowl last night was fixed in any way? Because there are a lot of people who believe that the Super Bowl was fixed. We had to go through this shit when we beat Tom Brady and them in Super Bowl 52. Oh no, Belichick wants to get rid of Brady, so he sacrificed Brady. He sacrificed Brady. He didn't give Brady the help that he needed or the game plan that he needed because he wanted Brady to lose, so he would have a good reason to get rid of him. I'm like, first of all, Belichick didn't have the ability or the authority to get rid of Tom Brady. Kraft, who owns the Patriots, loved Tom Brady like a son. He probably would have got rid of Belichick if Tom Brady said so. But when Tom Brady left the Patriots, he had the blessings of the owner. He didn't have to go. Tom and Belichick had, somewhere along the line, their relationship had soured, and you know how that go. You know what happens after that, but yeah. So people were saying that the game was fixed that way. So you mean to tell me that the Eagles didn't have any hand or say so in the fixing? Okay, well, all right. So evidently, more people believe that the game was fixed than not. 57% feels like the game was fixed last night, and 43% say no. So that out of 7 people, that means 4 said no. 4 said yes, and 3 said no. But now it's flip-flop with 9 votes. So more people say no than yes. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We got time, baby. We got time. Listen, if y'all want to call in, if y'all want to talk about this Super Bowl, I invite y'all to call in, and the number to call is area code 3. Let's run it back. Let's do it right. I said 267-874-1949. That's the number to call. I said 267-874-1949. Yes, y'all. I said 267-874-1949. Yeah, get on the line. I said 267-874-1949. Yeah, get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. Get your shine, baby. 267-874-1949, baby. Call 267-874-1949, and we'll get you on in here. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to break this game down because I haven't really gotten into the real reason that I think that the Eagles won last night. I think it was obvious. For Eagles fans, I think it was obvious why the Eagles won. But for people who may be casual fans or not fans of the Eagles and maybe not even fans of the Chiefs, they may think that there are other reasons that the Eagles won other than them planning better, being superior athletes, and maybe being coached better. So we're gonna talk about it. Now, in my opinion, I feel like the Eagles were the best team in the NFL. And I think it was easy. I think they were easily the best team in the NFL. I think that offensively, defensively, especially defensively, they were superior to all other teams. Like, especially since the playoffs started, the defense was just crushing people, taking the ball away from I mean, they were number one in turnovers. They wouldn't let teams score on them. So no teams were scoring a whole lot of points on them. They were being very stingy and taking the ball away. The Chiefs aren't known for turning the ball over. They turned the ball over a lot last night. And you could see the frustration and the demoralization starting to set in as time went on, because they saw that the Eagles were not taking their foot off the gas pedal. They were getting worse. They went into the locker room at halftime and decided, we are going to finish this thing out. The game was decided at halftime, 24-0. We weren't letting them. There was no way we weren't going to score more points. And there was no way we were going to get sloppy and start turning the ball over so they could make a comeback. That wasn't going to happen. The Chiefs did not score a point until the last minute of the third quarter. They were completely shut out, 34-0. With 1 minute left in the third quarter. Unheard of. So, when you're dealing with a situation like that, what are you going to do? You're going to score 34 points in the fourth quarter after getting smacked up, beat down, and just really manhandled off for 4 quarters, for 3 quarters. Let me see. Quasimodo says, can we get a comment about the lack of airtime for Taylor Swift, considering what she's done for the sport? What has she done for the sport? I'm interested to know that. What has Taylor Swift done for the sport of American football? They normally show Taylor Swift when her boyfriend is doing well. So when he makes a touchdown or a really good play, they pan the camera to Taylor Swift. Well, he didn't have a catch in the entire first half. Not one catch. Travis Kelce did not have a catch in the first half. So the second half, he got it going a little bit, but he didn't make any touchdowns. He didn't make any big plays. I think he caught one catch for like a first down or something like that, but he wasn't an impact. He was showing his age. He was not showing his experience last night. His age was showing. His slip was showing. He wasn't in a good space. He wasn't in a good space last night. Quasimodo says they should have invited her to do a guest coaching play. Oh, you just bullshit. Okay, all right. Yeah, have fun. Let me give you this. Let me give you this for the super chat. Appreciate you. Matter of fact, hold on. Uh. Yo, thank you for the super chat. Yo, I appreciate that. Yo, you a warrior. We'll go to bat and make sure that the team wins. So I appreciate you from the beginning. Yeah, we win and make sure we talk it up. Yo, we gonna do this to chalk it up to another victory. Now we on to the next, but that was the last game, so it's kind of lame for us to be talking about next season. We gotta ride it out right now. Get the ring. Yo, we get them things on Friday, actually not. But we gonna have a parade, rock the spot. Come to Philly and have yourself a good time, but only if you're a fan, my man. Because if you're not, you ain't trying to hear it. Because we got that winning Super Bowl spirit. And it's going to continue to the end of time. Yeah, I'ma make sure I take time to write this rhyme. I ain't gotta write it. I'm kind of getting excited. Everybody got the real feeling, but they trying to fight it. But they can't fight it. They can't win. Yo, we won last night. We're gonna do it times 10. We gonna be there next year for the repeat. Yo, see you there. Yeah. Wash your feet. Yo, stinking ass breath, stinking motherfucker. You really think that you can get with the... All right, let's do this. Appreciate you, Quasi. Appreciate you. I appreciate you mucho. Lunatic Menace says, you from Philly? Absolutely. Born and raised, baby. Says T Swift doesn't catch doesn't catch TDs. Hello, weirdos. Yeah. I guess it would have been crazy if they asked her to do a performance, right? Then it would have really seemed like it was fixed. Even I would have been on that, like, what a coinky dink. The girlfriend or fiance, I don't know what her and Travis Kelce have going on. I know that they go together. I don't know if they are going towards being married or whatever, or they're just going steady. You said, Quasimodo says she changed the game. Yeah, from bad to worse. She changed the media game. That's for sure. You know what I thought? I thought last night they would have kept trying to pan the camera to Donald Trump. I thought he was going to try to suck all the air out of the room, you know, with his presence, but he left after halftime. Or at halftime, some shit like that. He wasn't there for the third quarter. He beat it on up out of there. They should have clapped for that alone. I know I would have. So yeah. You see the differences in the preparation. You see the differences in the way that both teams approach the game. But yeah, if you're down 34 points, well, like, what are you really going to do with 1 quarter left? They scored literally with less than 1 minute left in the third quarter. So the Eagles rode out the fourth quarter just running out the clock. And they still scored 2 more field goals. No touchdowns in the fourth quarter, but they still scored 2 more field goals to give them a 40 burger. A 40 burger. The Eagles beat the Washington Commanders 55-22. Or was it 55-23? And it wasn't really 55-23. Some of those points came in garbage time at the end when they had the second string, the bench players in, just trying to give them some time. Same thing last night. So I'm not giving the Chiefs the 22 points that they think they scored. They scored those last 2 touchdowns in the last 2 minutes of the game. When the second string players were in, all of the starters were on the bench, including the quarterback. Nick Sirianni, who is the coach of the Eagles, was literally on the sideline celebrating with 3 minutes to go. Like, this thing is over. I wash my hands of this. They poured the Gatorade on Nick Sirianni at the 2-minute warning. Fontaine, what's his name? Fontaine says Eagles got lucky. They did. You ain't never lied. They got lucky. They got lucky. They had the best coach, the best GM, the best owner, the best quarterback, the best running back, the best O-line, the best D-line, and the best secondary, and the best receivers. Definitely the best tight ends. They got lucky. That takes a lot of luck. Because that was an ass whooping. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. Did the Eagles make up that? Because I didn't hear other teams saying that before this season. Who made up the belt to ass thing? I don't know what other teams could have said it. We was the only one putting belt to ass. I don't know. Let me see. And Fonte says, and the best meat rider you. Oh, well, you can say I'm a meat rider, but you know, I'm 54 years old. Been following this team since I was 8 years old. Season ticket holder for the last 30-something years. You know, so, you know, you can call me what you want. I'll tell you to eat a dick. And I hope you choke on it. And I hope it's a full-blown AIDS dick. Because I'm sure that you will swallow. I can see that that's you. So, you know, I mean, ain't a real big deal. You see, the thing is, you're talking to a winner. You can't beat me. You're talking to a winner. My team won the Super Bowl. I don't care who your team is. If it's not the Philadelphia Eagles, they didn't win the Super Bowl. They didn't win it. Mine did. So I'm going to talk my shit. You are going to talk shit. I'm going to talk my shit. You going to talk shit. Because yours is falling on deaf ears. I don't care what team your team is. I don't care what city you represent. If it wasn't Philadelphia and the Eagles, your team lost. If your team was the Chiefs, not only did they lose, they got their ass whooped. They got hurt. They probably nursing their wounds. They probably licking their wounds tonight like a fucking possum or a cat. That's what they probably doing. But what they're not doing is getting prepared for a parade on Friday to go down Broad Street. That's what they're not going to do. Only one team can do that. That would be this team, the Philadelphia Eagles. That would be this team. That would be them. Hold on a second. Because we got some other merch. I was trying to decide which flag I was going to put up. I decided on this one. But I could have went with, hold on. Because this for y'all. I could have went with this one. I might switch it to this one tomorrow night. See, this season ticket holder shit right here. This is what you get when you go to games. This is, you know, you get a little paraphernalia. You know. Oh, hold on. I ain't done. Shit that you get when you go to games. Yeah. See these towels? These are playoff towels. You don't know nothing about this. Let's go to the this the wild card. We only won the division. We wasn't the number one seed, so we had to play a wild card game. This was a wild card game. You see that date? January 12th. You see that? You get this shit. This is just a towel. You know. This is just a towel that you get when you go to the wild card playoffs. Oh, but then we won that. So then it was time for the divisional round. It was time for the divisional round. Les Hunt. You see that? You see that? January 19th. You know what happened? We won this too. We won that too. Against the LA Rams. They said we would lose. We won that. You get this when you go to the games. That's how I got these. Yeah. You like that? Yeah. Matter of fact, let me wipe your dirty ass face with that clean ass towel. Yeah. We won't be doing the dishes with these. And then, the NFL, NFC Conference Championship game. What's that date? Oh, the 26th? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And this towel is thicker, too. Has a little bit more pile. It's a little bit thicker. Yeah. Yeah. NFC Championship. Yeah. Washington Commanders. 55-23. It really wasn't 55-23. Because like I said, I'm not counting those garbage points. So tell you what, I'll give the Commanders 15. 15 points they scored legit. That last touchdown, that's padding stats. We don't pad no stats around here. We don't pad no stats. We got our points in time. They got to get their points in time. So the real score from last night's game was 40-6. 40-6. I'm not honoring those last two touchdowns. I'm not honoring that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It don't mean shit anyway. Because when you look at the game, you see how they got their ass whooped. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. Belt to ass. But yeah. So understand that. All right. John. Hold on, what we got? Oh, Fontaine. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, he must have broke out. Or fade into the background. Oh, bitch ass. Yeah, I know how it be. I mean, I don't, but you understand. John says, I'm a Commanders fan, though, for real. That's cool. I mean, you know, the Redskins have history. They won 3 Super Bowls. It was a long ass time ago, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. See, I can put up with Redskins fans more than I can put up with Cowboys fans. Because the Cowboys haven't won shit since 1995. They played the Super Bowl, their last Super Bowl in 1996. And they ain't sniffed an NFC championship since then. At least the Commanders. The Commanders, the Giants, and the Eagles have all been to NFC championships in the 2000s. The Cowboys make more money and have more fans than probably all 3 of our teams put together. Probably. Everybody's a damn Cowboys fan in every city, every state. But what difference does it make? What did it? Every year. So they're going on their 30th year. Next year, in 2026, if we all make it, we will see them go 30 years without making it to an NFC championship game. The Giants been to the NFC championship game in the 2000s. They've won 2 Super Bowls. Eli Manning has won 2 Super Bowl MVPs. The Redskins, they haven't won a Super Bowl since 1992. But I ain't mad at them. I ain't mad at them because you don't hear the Redskins running around talking about something. But we got 3 rings. But we got 3 rings. You don't hear them doing that. They understand the assignment. And if Jaden Daniels is really what he flashed this year, the Redskins, to me, they'll always be the Redskins. The Redskins will be a force to be reckoned with. And I look forward to it. I want to be able to get the NFC East back to what it used to be. The prime choice of the NFL. The NFC East is where all of the Super Bowls used to come from, except for the Eagles. But now that's changed. Now we on our second one. I know we're going to get a third in my lifetime. God willing. God willing. Let me see. John just says, how do you feel about Jaden Daniels? The boy is hot. He's hot. But he's a rookie though. I hope all of that Daniel Snyder energy, that negative Daniel Snyder energy, I hope that y'all have shaken it all off, because y'all have done quarterbacks filthy historically. Bad. That's where quarterbacks go to die. It's a quarterback graveyard. McNabb went there to die. Y'all killed RG3. He's dead. Who else? Doug Williams, dead. Y'all do black quarterbacks to terrible. Woo! I think y'all did Joe Theismann pretty well. I think y'all did Kirk Cousins pretty well. But black quarterbacks, stay your ass. Look. We all better. Matter of fact, let's take a couple of minutes out to pray for Jaden Daniels. And I'm serious, because that kid is nice, and I don't want nothing to happen to him in that graveyard ass organization that he has. So hopefully now that Daniel Snyder has sold the team, it won't be a graveyard anymore. He can come back and actually do better, because that's not normally how it happens over there. So let's go. Let's have a moment of silence. Matter of fact, I'm going to lead this prayer. Lord, please cover Jaden Daniels. Please bless him with health and happiness and good fortune. And please allow him to be able to come back and contribute to his team and live his dreams out as a professional athlete and quarterback. But just don't let him beat the Eagles, because ain't no blessings that high. But please keep him safe, and do not let that graveyard organization of his, make him tear an ACL or break his neck or demoralize him into quitting and quitting the NFL altogether. Amen. I want the best for that man. I want the best for that man, just not when he plays the Eagles. So he needs to lose 2 games a year. He can win the other 15, but he needs to lose 2. 1 in Philadelphia and 1 in Maryland. But he's a good kid. He is. He's a good kid. John says, Jared Goff kept throwing interceptions. Y'all fucked the Lions up. I couldn't believe that shit. Y'all fucked the Lions up. Y'all did. John says, wow, this dude really a meat rider for the Eagles. Oh shit. I wouldn't even give you no time if I knew that you was on some bitch ass shit. My bad, John, fuck you. He said, okay, he says, John, I meant our offense when we were ready. Wait a minute. I mean, our offense was ready. Our defense was trash. Couldn't stop Saquon. He the best running back in the league. So I'm just glad we got this far. Says, I can put up with the Chiefs fans poured a beer on a fan's head. Peyton Manning's better. We could have had RG3, but he got hurt. Y'all made him play when he was hurt. The dumbest thing I ever seen. Y'all made him play when he was hurt, and then he was fucked up for good. He was never the same after that. Plus, organizationally, y'all did him dirty. Mike Shanahan did him filthy. What happened to Sean Taylor? Rest in peace, Sean Taylor. And And then Lawrence Taylor hurt somebody too. Oh my God, I'd rather have RG3 than Jaden. Crazy. RG. All right, whatever. All right. Anyway, now I don't know. Like I don't know if I'm fucking with you now. Matter of fact, let me take my prayer back. Whatever happens to Jaden Daniels happens to him. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, you fucking with a Super Bowl champion today. Yo, you need to have a little bit more respect. I mean, you don't. Let me find out who you are. Let me do a little investigation on you, because motherfuckers be coming out of nowhere on some bullshit. Let me see. Let me go to this channel. See how long he been in effect. 1 subscriber. He got all his fucking dreads and shit in his head, different colors. All right, so he's corny. All right, let me see. He just started his channel October 27th, 24. Okay, so you part troll. You're just on here to troll. Okay, all right. So he watches videos, talk shit, trolls a little bit. All right. He looks young. Matter of fact, he looked like he could be a girl. Oh, that fucking hair. He looked like he could be a girl. He's definitely a bitch. All right, cool. All right, we're good. All right. So, why did the Eagles win the Super Bowl last night? Because we the best team. We're the best team in the NFL, hands down. Like, I don't know, for the Commanders, fans to come on here and talk shit. I'm like, 55. We put up a 50 burger and added on. We could have scored 60. We actually let you live. We could have easily scored 60 on y'all. Easily. Like, look at him now. You try to cop a plea. That's old me. Motherfucker, you just created the account in late October. Ain't no old you. The old you it's the same old you. You the same old B. You ain't the same old G. You ain't a G. You a same old B. Add on the I, the T, the C, the H. Come on, man. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, we beat the Commanders twice and would have easily beat them 3 times, but they knocked Jalen Hurts out of the game. So we essentially swept y'all. Y'all won in the last second of the game. We didn't have any time left. So it's like the Commanders ain't, y'all been the trash of the NFC East for 25 years straight. Like, what are we talking about? Now, y'all did make it to the NFC Championship this year. I chalk it up to the luck of the draw. We was just in a Super Bowl 2 years ago. You know, it's 2025. We were there 2023. What are we talking about? Seriously, we're like, what are we talking about? We won it February 4th, 2018. What are we talking about? Like, Commanders can't really talk to us in this century about nothing. Y'all biggest game was not when y'all beat the Lions. Y'all biggest game was when y'all beat us, because you didn't think that you could do it. I mean, really, y'all trash. We made y'all cough the ball up 5 times. 5 times. Come on. I mean, you got to be kidding me. So y'all lost 2 years ago. You can't. We did not. Okay, yeah, you're right. We lost 2 years ago. But guess what? We were there 2 years ago. When were you there? By the looks of you, you were not alive when your team won the last Super Bowl. By the looks of you, because you look like a baby. By the looks of things, you were not alive the last time the Commanders, the last time, hail to the Redskins. The last time y'all won was in 1992 for the 91 season. You don't look like you were alive. You don't even look like you were thought of. You look like your parents might have only been teenagers at the time. You look like a baby. If we won by luck, then I know you hope that you get lucky because it ain't looking good for you. But tell you what, John, tell you what, Playboy, you see, it's a phone number pinned up there. You can call in. You can call in 267-874-1949. I invite you to call in. There's no censorship on this show. I give you plenty of time to talk. I'm not going to cut you off. You'll get a chance to get your shit off. Now, here's your time to be brave. Here's your chance to be brave. Now, I know if you don't pick up that phone and call, I know you a bitch. I mean, I know you a bitch anyway. But I know that you're not going to pick up that phone and call. Because not only are you a bitch, you a scaredy cat. And I know you don't have the balls. You don't have the intestinal fortitude to pick up the phone and talk. You are a keyboard guy. Let me show y'all the picture of this motherfucker. I mean, y'all can go and look at his channel anyway. But for those of y'all who don't know how to do it, I'm going to help y'all out. Let y'all know. Let y'all see the type of motherfuckers that be fucking with me. Oh, he changed his picture real quick. Oh, my God. Oh, you know what? He is a sucker. Oh, my God. It's crazy. This shit crazy, yo. This motherfucker changed his. He hurried up and changed his fucking picture. Yo, you are soft. Get this motherfucker off this channel. Get this motherfucker. Yo, get him off of this channel. Yo, I should bang you for that. No Diddy. I should bang you for this motherfucker changed his picture. I made him change his picture. He's like, Yeah, he changed his picture. The picture that he had originally 5 minutes ago was some brown skinned cat, young looking cat with these brown and like blondish, reddish blondish braids, like some kind of dreadlocks and shit. He got a hoodie on, had a hoodie. Now, this bitch ass, I don't even know which one is him. He got a picture with 4 niggas. 4 niggas. 4 niggas. Bitch ass. Yo, you should not have done that. You should not have done that with somebody like me, dog. I'm your old head. You should not have done that. You done played yourself. You done played yourself. He is a bitch. What up, Ashley? He said he only 21. And you a Commanders fan? Do you live in the DMV? You live in the DMV? Where you live at? You from Baltimore? You from DC? You from the district? PG County. He a PG County cat. He a PG County cat. Look at it. He's soft as shit. Just black and blonde, bruh. It's time. Bitch ass niggas. 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 What we gonna say about these bitch ass niggas? I hate to use the N-word to describe nerds, but there are really no other words to describe bitch ass niggas that come through on my channel, heating it up like flannel. What the hell is wrong with these young cats? Do they really think they get with the old head like that? It's never gonna happen. Yo, while I'm rapping, I'ma make sure I go up inside his head for real. Yo, you know the deal. I'm gonna have to do this thing and show my little skills when I grab out the bongos. You know how it goes. I'm gonna make sure hit them with 1,000 flows. And I roll from the dead like Jesus. Yeah, the resurrection, but no protection is ever gonna be able to shield you. Yo, they was feeling me, they never feel you. And I'm coming through. You know how I do. Yeah, I know they know how I am. And I got scams that I can run on any other sucker motherfucker. Tommy Tuckers, yo, eating jelly like Smuckers. Yo, what's the deal with these cats? Why don't they understand where I'm at? Yo, when I start, yo, breaking out the drums, there's about to be a little bit of something. Come get some. I'm the one, but I'm 7'5", 2. You know time it is, and you know it's how I do. It's hard for me to beat that because I got this shit on my finger. It's got me hurting like a motherfucker. Sing a different song and a whole different tune, but my shit is about to heal up pretty soon. Everything is gonna be all right. Yo, these bitches ass niggas coming here tonight. So I had to make up a little song. He got the blonde dreadlocks, probably wear a fucking thong. Yo, come around here with the fact. Come around here with the old homo shit. Yo, you try to get a tape of promo shit. Yo, don't get me angry. Yo, nothing about you is ever gonna change me. You try to hang, but you really can't bang. Yo, you can't come around this shit saying a thing. Probably a blood. Might even be a crip. Yo, I see the slip under his skirt. Yo, you about to get hurt, but not jailing. You are failing in all your classes. Yeah, I see y'all up on y'all cornball bitch asses. Yo, son, get out of here. 21 years old. Fuck you think this is? And you didn't pick up the phone. Yo, soft ass motherfucker. Oh, soft ass motherfucker. Yo. That ain't him. I'm not even going to answer that. That ain't him. I know who that is. All right, y'all. Time for Quasimodo. Here y'all go.
You have a call.
Go, Quasi.
John.
Go ahead. Speak, John.
Hi, my name's John, and I'm a fucking faggot.
That is not John. That was Quasimodo. Yo, y'all can't use that word. Now the show is all fucked up. Yo, I gotta edit that out. That's the F word that you can't use. That's the F word that you can't use. All right. Yo, Omar T. So he came on here. Now the show is about the real reason that the Eagles won the Super Bowl last night. He comes on here talking about the Commanders. And then he said I was meat riding the Eagles. But his team is the Commanders. That's where his team is the Commanders. So that his team is the Commanders. Yo, let me explain something to you. Team was the Commanders. I was listening to him, but his team was the Commanders. Tried to hear him out, but his team was the Commanders. We won a Super Bowl. His team was the Commanders. You can't get with us. His team was the Commanders. I ain't gotta listen to his team was the Commanders. What is you talking about? His team? The fuck is these niggas talking about? Like, yo, his team was the Commanders. I ain't gotta listen to no Commander shit. You gotta be on some other type of. That's some bull. Yo, you gotta. Wait till my other hand heals. See, I got this damn cut. On my finger. And you never know, you never realize the importance of having all of your fingers right until one of them is messed up. So it's hard for me to, it's supposed to sound like this. I'm like, I'm bitching. That shit hurt. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, everything will be all right. We talk about the reasons the Eagles won tonight, but it was last night. It was a fast fight. Got it over with. We was running shit. Y'all can't fuck with me because I'm a Super Bowl champion. Can't you see? It's not gonna stop, yo. We do the shit that we reached the top, yo. Let's rock, y'all. EAGLES Eagles. All right. RR says, I thought the GM was a fluke. Oh, the game. I thought the game was a fluke. Chiefs play better football than that. They do. But they exposed Mahomes. See, Mahomes gets away with nobody applying pressure. See, if we would have blitzed, because we got all of those sacks on him without blitzing. That was just our front four overpowering theirs. So they don't have the O-line. You win in the trenches. Offense scores points. Let me put it this way. Just like Jalen Hurts says, offense wins games. Defense wins championships. So they evidently studied the tape and saw what other teams were not doing when it came to Mahomes. Mahomes is used to being able to look downfield and call penalties. He literally calls penalties and the refs follow suit. Well, he wasn't able to do that. Why? Because he was running for his life too much. They was beating Patrick Mahomes up. I know that he's in the ice bath. He was in the ice bath this morning. You know, like, oh my, He has more than enough to think about. He got something to think about and something to drink about. He got hurt last night. Who has ever seen Mahomes get sacked 3 times in a row and then throw a pick six? No, I'm sorry. He got sacked 3 times in a row, and then he threw the interception to Zach Bond. The pick six was different. But they would not let up. He's not used to having to be pressured. So the front four, Jalen Carter, Davis, number 90, and Milton Williams, Jordan Davis, that's number 90, and Milton Williams, and who's the fourth? The linebackers was Josh Sweat. They just bullied the Chiefs O-line. I mean, they didn't protect. They couldn't protect their man. They could not protect Patrick Mahomes, and he's not used to that. So they knew if you pressure Mahomes, then he'll start making errant throws. He'll start being janky because he's not thinking about throwing downfield. Downfield is covered anyway. His receivers are covered. He's running for his life. And he's normally very, very elusive when he runs because he's normally just buying time for somebody to become open. But without having the blitz, nobody's open. The safeties in the corners had everybody, had the receivers and the tight ends covered. And like I said, Big Red, their coach, Andy Reid, was the coach of the Eagles for 14 years, from 1999 to 2013. We know him, and we saw him for 14 years. We saw him never make adjustments and never run the ball when he needs to run the ball. He was always pass happy. Well, this time he has Patrick Mahomes, and the pass happy shit was working. JJ said Nolan Smith Jr. Yo, man, I got something for that. Because my man my man, my Georgia Bulldog, Nolan Smith Jr. Yo, that's my man. I said, that's my man. I said, yeah, that's my dude. But yeah, it was Nolan. Exactly. So it was Nolan Smith, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Milton Williams. That front four, they wasn't having nothing. Nothing. Nolan Smith is undersized, but he got a heart of a lion. He got a heart of a lion and the skill of a carpenter. As a matter of fact, a skill of a contractor. You know, some contractors, they do anything. Carpentry, plumbing, electricity, roofing, whatever you need. What you want? You want me to you want me to add on a room, or you want me to put on a deck? You want to expand this bathroom? You want to put a jacuzzi in yeah. He has the heart of a lion and the skill of a contractor. And they wasn't having it. So the front four was able to bully the Chiefs O-line so bad that Patrick Mahomes couldn't go nowhere. It was like he was running into, was it me? I felt like he was running into a whirlpool or quicksand. More like a whirlpool, because a whirlpool go fast. Quicksand, you go slow. And since he was running, it was like he was trying to swim out of a whirlpool. And that shit was. But that's all. The Eagles gave the rest of the NFL the blueprint on how to beat the Chiefs. Things are going to change for the Chiefs next year unless they get better in the trenches. The O-line needs to get better. Their D-line did a good job on shutting down Saquon Barkley. They did an excellent job on shutting down. I want to say Charles Barkley for some reason. I don't know why. I never even liked him. Saquon Barkley. But you can't beat the Eagles by shutting down Saquon Barkley. They forgot about Jalen Hurts. They forgot about who Jalen Hurts was in Super Bowl 57. They forgot how Jalen Hurts beat Patrick Mahomes. He didn't win the game. They didn't win the game. The Eagles didn't win the game, but he was way better. He definitely would have been the Super Bowl MVP had they won. And because he didn't get the ball back, that was the only reason that the Chiefs won that Super Bowl. They know it and we knew it. And that's part of the real reason that we won last night. That loss, that Super Bowl loss in Super Bowl 57 left such a nasty taste in Jalen Hurts' mouth and in the rest of the team that was there. They said, no, not again. We know what we got to do next time. See, the defense was suspect in Super Bowl 57. They had holes in that defense. This defense don't have no holes. This defense has no weaknesses. They're young, they're strong, and they're crazy hungry. What happened here? They're young, they're strong, and they are crazy, crazy hungry. Where's my chat? Okay, hold on. Somehow. All right. All right. Jeff Sprayberry says, whoever they were whooping Mahomes' ass. He was literally, yo, man. I was starting to get kind of concerned about him. Like, yo, because the refs was letting the Eagles beat him up. I thought you couldn't touch Mahomes. I guess you can touch him if you sack him, and if it's more than one of y'all in on the sack. But remember on the strip sack. Remember when Milton Williams strip sacked him? I thought he was going to break his arm, mess up his whole arm, his elbow, like they did San Francisco in 2023. Knocked that boy out of the NFC Championship. But yeah, You know, they was getting at him, and they wasn't stopping. I think the Chiefs thought that the defense would start to, you know, that we would just start playing off and start, you know, playing softer and playing more zone in the second half. And the Eagles were like, nope. Belt the ass. We keeping our foot on the gas. Belt the ass. Yeah, foot on the gas. Belt the ass with our foot on the gas. Yo, for another quarter, they won't last. Belt the ass. Keep a foot on the gas for another quarter. I don't think Mahomes is going to last. He fading fast on a ventilator. Yeah, hell with all the haters. Henderson Williams says they wanted it more. They did. They absolutely wanted it more. Andre Gordon says Josh Sweat. Yeah. RR said all we had to do was throw short, quick route passes. You talking about the Eagles, or you talking about? Well, I mean, because really, that's all Mahomes did. And for those of y'all who just came on, I'm sorry, but I'm changing the score from last night. I'm not giving them those last garbage time touchdowns. Those 2 touchdowns that they scored in garbage time, I'm not giving it. They padding stats. Our bench players were in the game. Jalen Hurts wasn't in the game. All of our second stringers, we just wanted them to get some reps so they could say that they actually played in the Super Bowl instead of just was on the sideline. That's how it was. So the real score from last night, as y'all know, through 4 quarters, up until the last 2 minutes of the football game, was 40-6. That's the score. That's the real score of last night's Super Bowl. That 40-22. Years later, you'd be thinking like, well, yeah, they lost, but it wasn't that bad. Yes, it was. Watch the game. Those were garbage time touchdowns, and I'm not counting them shits. Y'all can count them if y'all want to. I'm not doing it. The score was 40-6. They got their ass whooped. There was a time it was 34-0. What we doing? There was a time when it was 34-0, y'all. What? Huh? In what world? And the Chiefs, you saw the look on Patrick Mahomes' face. He couldn't believe it. Like, afterwards, they talking about something. Yeah, well, Mahomes put it all on him. He didn't blame any of his teammates. That's what a leader is supposed to do. That's what a leader is supposed to do with his Kermit the Frog sounding ass. What is Kermit the Frog sounding ass? I hate the way he talks more than I hate the way he plays. Yeah, well, you know, shut up, man. Stop putting a mic in front of this man's face. I want to hear that shit. Okay. All right. JJ says, yes, finally someone who thinks Nolan is good. Who don't think Nolan Smith is good? Who? Have you seen what that cat been doing? Listen, man. Who was our edge rusher last year? He was our sack king. Nolan Smith has replaced him and made us forget about him. His name starts with a J. What's his damn name? Anyway, Nolan Smith started all when he was a rookie last year. He wasn't in the best of health and whatever, but everybody knew what he could do because they saw him at Georgia. They knew him, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Josh Sweat. We know what they can do. Wait, Josh Sweat. It wasn't Josh Sweat. It was the I'm sorry, y'all. I'm forgetting players' names right now. Who was our DN that's out for the season now? Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Hold on. Philadelphia Eagles defensive end out for the season.
According to the Guardian,
not Brandon Graham.
Star defensive end Brandon Graham was cleared to return from a torn triceps
Okay.
11 weeks ago.
Philadelphia Eagles linebacker out for the season. Nakobe Dean.
According to Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni,
Nakobe Dean.
that linebacker Nakobe Dean would miss the rest of the season with a knee injury suffered in the wild card.
So Nakobe Dean, when he went out, we were wondering how, we were going to be okay. Well, Oren Burks stepped in nicely for Nakobe Dean and never missed a beat. He getting sacks. He going crazy, getting intercepts. Like, what we doing? Yeah, Brandon Graham was originally out for the season, but that was if they didn't go to the Super Bowl. They went to the Super Bowl. He said, I might be back if we go to the Super Bowl. Well, we went to the Super Bowl. He played his last game what might be his last game in the Super Bowl. Beautiful thing. But all right. Who was the Eagles' edge rusher last year? Hassan Reddick. My bad. I'm talking about his name stuff. Hassan Reddick. When Hassan Reddick left, we were like, oh no, we gotta find a way to pay Hassan Reddick. We didn't think that Nolan Smith could fill the shoes of Hassan Reddick. Nobody's talking about Hassan Reddick anymore. And he was good. He was a hell of an edge rusher. I'm sorry. Nolan Smith has been killing it. He's been balling all crazy. I love that kid. I love him. I love his Southern accent. I love his Georgia Bulldog mentality. All the Georgia Bulldogs on the Eagles, they just be eating, man. They crazy. And they've all played together. So the camaraderie is it's sickening. It's sickening. Yeah. Hassan Reddick wasn't no joke. Henderson Williams says, Chiefs is hot garbage. We knew that the Chiefs were not what the league was saying they were. They're trying to say that they was the best team in the league. How? Where? The Chiefs this year were the Eagles last year. Remember the Eagles was on that 10-game winning streak? And everybody kept saying, they not winning the right way. They're going to get exposed. There are too many chinks in the armor. They're only winning these games by a hair in the last moments. They're going to break. Well, we did. We played the 49ers. The 49ers beat our ass 40-19, some old crazy ass shit like that. And then the Cowboys came back the next week and whooped our ass, and we kept losing. We went 1-6 for the last 7 games of the season. 1-6. And then we lost to Tampa Bay in the wild card playoffs. We couldn't get right last year because we weren't really solid. We was kind of messed up from losing Super Bowl 57. And you know how it is. When you lose a Super Bowl, a lot of times you fall off. A lot of times you fall off when you lose a Super Bowl. They call it the Super Bowl hangover. Yeah, Andre Goodson said unhealthy as well. True. Facts. Facts. We were in a bad place, and we weren't really a cohesive unit either. There was some tension in the locker room. They tried to play it down. Sirianni wasn't in as we had those two. We had those two new coordinators. The offense we had a new offensive coordinator. He was garbage. Brian Johnson, and a new defensive coordinator. I can't even remember his name. He was ass. He was ass. That defense was terrible. That defense, my nickname for that defense last year was fourth and whatever. Fourth and whatever, because no matter what it was on third down, you were able to get it. If it was 3rd and 21, you was going to convert on that defense that we had last year. We couldn't win no champion. That wasn't no championship defense. That wasn't a championship defense. There was no way we could have won. The offense wasn't that great either. But Jalen Hurts, his knee was messed up. He's trying to deny it like, yo, man, your knee. All that changed this year. All that changed this year. Everybody was healthy. We were able, we had more depth. We had Kellen Moore, new offensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, new defensive coordinator. We had experience. The offensive and defensive coordinators last year didn't have the experience of ever being the offensive and defensive coordinator of a team. That was their first shot. And it didn't work out too well. I hope that things work out for them later on, but they needed more experience. But they didn't get another shot. It was that bad. It was that bad. Sirianni almost lost his job too. Last year and when we were 2-2 this year. It was looking bad. Please, y'all. Please, can y'all hit the like button? We only got 16 likes. I know we can do better than this. I know we can do better than, come on, y'all. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. We just having a little conversation about why the Eagles won last night. You know what I mean? We won the Super Bowl. I'm feeling real good. I'm wearing a Super Bowl 52 hat. You know what I mean? And this ain't even a Super Bowl 52 hat. This is the NFC Championship hat. First time I've ever worn this hat. I got this hat in 2018. I have not worn this hat ever. 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 I'm wearing it tonight until I get my Super Bowl 59 hat, which I won't wear either, but I'll have it. JJ says, son, how you feel about Taylor Swift? I don't know none of her songs. I know she's a worldwide superstar. I think it's sad that whenever there's a Super Bowl, people are asking how they asking players how they feel about Taylor Swift. Like, this what we doing? Come on, man. Come on, man. JJ says, my friend said people just push him to the ground because he hella small. Who you talking about? You talking about Patrick Mahomes? Wait a minute, JJ said free safety CJ Gardner-Johnson, quarterback 1, Darius Slay, right? Cornerback 2, Quinyon Mitchell, Zach Bond, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, edge, Nolan Smith, edge 2, Josh Sweat, N'Kobe Dean, Cooper DeJean. He got it, Cooper DeJean. You must be from Philly. That's what I'm talking about. Reed Blankenship. That's the roster. That's the roster. And the weakest link on that roster might be Reed Blankenship. And he's been with us for like 3 years. It might be Reed Blankenship. Now, I like Reed Blankenship. But to show you, first of all, what NFL team do you know of won a Super Bowl with two white defenders in the secondary. In today's NFL, a white quarterback and a white safety, no prejudice, no racism, it doesn't happen. A black quarterback and a white secondary. Let that sink in and show me another team that can say it. A black quarterback and a white secondary. Where? You know it's always the other way around. Black secondary, white quarterback. The Eagles on some different shit. This is unheard of. This is unheard of. Let me see. Oh yeah. Joshua was definitely there last year. Andre says, I thought just cowgirl fans hated us. Man, everyone hates us. Pressure bust pipes. Brett said, so the real reason the Eagles won was because KC was paid off by Vegas odds and the refs helped them. Is that correct? Well, if you can find a way to deny that the Chiefs have benefited from refs calls that weren't really calls throughout this season, I'd be interested to see it. Because even people who like the Chiefs were starting to be like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this is blatant. This is blatant favoritism. And they was letting Mahomes call his own penalties. Holding. Get out of here, man. The way it used to go was if you felt like a player was holding you or committing penalties, you would say it to the refs, tell them to keep an eye on that player so they could see for themselves as the game went on if they kept doing it. Now with Mahomes was literally able to be like, yo, holding, all sides or whatever, without the ref throwing the flag, and then the ref would throw the flag. Like, come on, man. Come on. It was nasty. But let's see the results of the poll. Because we did put up a poll about the conspiracy theory that maybe the game was fixed last night. Do you think the Super Bowl last night was fixed in any way? 57% says yes, and 43% says no. And this is out of 30 votes. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. First of all, I want to thank everybody who voted. Appreciate y'all. Mucho. Okay, so more people believe that last night's Super Bowl was fixed. I'm under the impression, and this is not even biased, I don't think that the Eagles could ever have calls. I don't think that they could ever have referees call in their favor. I don't think that the NFL ever wanted the Eagles to be the winner of anything. The Eagles have to play. We knew that in order for us to win the Super Bowl this year, we were going to have to take it out of the refs' hands. If it was a close game, we were not going to win it. And the Eagles knew that. The coaches knew it. The players knew it. The staff knew it. Upper management, the administration, they all knew it. The Eagles were not going to win a close game against Patrick Mahomes. Forget the Chiefs. They were not going to win a close game against Patrick Mahomes. It wasn't going to happen. That's why last night when he was getting sacked, they couldn't deny it. First of all, Jalen Carter has been getting held all season. It's the only way he's not going to get to the quarterback every single snap. And it seemed like last night, because he's getting double teamed or whatever, they were getting to the quarterback almost every other snap. And they were they were pressuring him when they weren't sacking him. Yeah, Andre says Mahomes was getting the Jordan treatment. Absolutely. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. But I thought the rest of the NFL and the fans was going to ride with the Chiefs anyway. Eagles fans are Eagles fans. We show up, we show out, we travel. But I always feel like other fans of other teams don't like the Eagles and don't like the Eagles fans. So I never think that, except for our diehard fans, I never think that we're going to have a fair shot when it comes to popularity or the benefit of the doubt when it comes to the officials. So I felt like we had to take the game out of the refs' hands. And that's exactly what we did. I didn't know we was going to put up a 40 burger. Like a 40 burger? Are you crazy? But people were telling me, Omar, Eagles going to blow them out. I was like, yeah. You know how you go along with somebody in the back of your mind. You like, well, we going to win. We going to win. I had no doubt that we were going to win, but blowout, I was like, oh, come on, man. In what country? It's not going to happen. It happened. It happened. 40-piece, no sauce. Yo, man. I'm fucking with you, Andre. Hold on, let me do something for you, sir. You know what? Yeah, I got something for you. I'm fucking with you. Hold on. That's for you, my man. That's for you, just for being down. I appreciate that. No doubt. Yeah. I ain't know you gonna put no 40 burger up. I was like, huh? I didn't feel secure until we put up 30, what was it, 31 on them? 30, it was 34-0. I was like, yo, we in the second half. 34-0. Ain't nobody coming back on the Eagles. Because we have been known to let teams come back and then have to sweat it out in the last seconds of the game. That's what happened in the divisional round with the Rams. That's what happened. That shit was a nail biter. You know what I mean? Stafford was coming back. But Jalen Carter was like, that last sack in the last minute, and then that pressure made him throw that incomplete pass on fourth down, and the game was over. But it was like just 4 minutes ago, we was up 15 points. Shit could change in a blink of an eye, son. And plus, our kicker was missing them kicks. He was missing them. He kept missing those extra points. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the perfect storm. It wasn't Jake Elliott he's had a rough year, but he sure ended it off nice last night. He ended it off real nice. Oh, you've been down since the Buddy Ryan days. Oh. Well, let me ask you this. Since you brought up Buddy Ryan, because I love this topic. Because everybody loves Buddy Ryan. We always talk about the gangrene defense. So let me ask you this. Would you take the gangrene defense over this defense? Because this defense doesn't have a name yet. We got to give it a name. But who's your favorite defense of all time in any era for the Eagles? What up, Olga Beck? What up, Jeff Guapo? What up, Mikey, man? What's good? Good to see you, my dude, man. Always good to see you. That's what I'm talking about. He said, congrats. Y'all brought it, and we didn't even show up. Man, don't worry about it. You don't even worry about it. Listen, y'all showed up. It's just that you listen, y'all let the air out of our sails 2 years ago. We could not have that again. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. It did. I felt crippled after that. I started walking with a limp in 2023. I was like, ugh. All kinds of ankle problems. I'm all right now. But yeah, come on, Andre. Which defense I will take this defense off of out of any Eagles era. You said this group of guys is special. Well, the reason that I would take this defense out of any other era's defense is because the Buddy Ryan, for all that he built that defense to be, they didn't win no playoff games. Zero. The Buddy Ryan era is a fluke. Sure, we had all of those spectacular plays by Randall Cunningham, and we had Reggie White and Jerome Brown and even Seth Joyner was there. Clyde, I'm trying to say Clyde Simmons, Eric Allen. Who else? But just the front seven was just ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. 0 playoff wins. 0. Whether they won the division and made it to the divisional round, or whether they was a wild card. 0. I don't want no parts of that. Buddy Ryan, it wasn't the defense's fault because they did their job, but he never paid attention to the offense at all. Randall was all there was. All right, we had Keith Jackson. Fuck all that. That was all Randall. It was all Randall. So I don't want no defense that never won us a playoff game. Rest in peace, Jerome. Rest in peace, Reggie. But I don't want no part of no great defense. Yeah, Keith Byers. We had Keith Byers. I was not going. I don't mention Keith Byers. I used to hate his little happy feet. The way he ran. He wasn't my kind of running back, man. He was. The running backs that I liked in the Eagles era since I've been alive was Wilbur Montgomery, Charlie Garner, Brian Westbrook, Shady McCoy, Deuce Staley, I didn't like Ricky Waters. I didn't like Ricky Waters because he never was an Eagle. He didn't want to be an Eagle. He from Harrisburg, but he was a 49er. He didn't want to be with the Eagles. I remember him more from that for who than anything else. No Ricky Waters. I didn't like Ricky Waters at all. At all. I didn't even like the way he ran. I like Charlie Garner. Remember, he was hating on Charlie Garner because he didn't want it. He was like, I'm the primary running back. You don't need Charlie Garner. I'm like, but he's better. Give me Charlie Garner. And there was another running back that he had to. Yeah, I ain't like Ricky Waters. That wasn't my kind of dude. I didn't like the way he ran from scrimmage. Give me Charlie Garner. But yeah, the Eagles won last night because they wasn't having it. They were not having it. Sheer will, determination, skill, and planning. That's why the Eagles won last night. They were not going for the bullshit, the okey doke. They didn't believe the hype of the Chiefs. They only believed the hype of themselves, among themselves. They never told the media that they were great. They just said amongst themselves, like, yo, we got this. This is our shit. And they proved it. And to some people, they may have wanted to see a big shootout, because they always saying it's quarterback versus quarterback. This is Hurts versus Mahomes. No, it's not. It's the Chiefs versus the Eagles. Because in the Hurts versus Mahomes thing, then Hurts is 3-0. But they have not beat the Chiefs 3-0. They've beaten them 2-1. But if you look at the stats and the video, the impact head to head, Hurts would be up 3-0 on Mahomes. And we never could beat the Chiefs. We never could beat the Chiefs until Sirianni. Sirianni act like he don't remember. That's why people hate on Nick Sirianni, and I understand. I do. But Nick Sirianni is the only Eagles coach to go to 2 Super Bowls. Andy didn't do that. And here's a little tidbit that a lot of people don't pay attention to. Andy Reid coached the Eagles for 14 years, went to 1 Super Bowl, lost it because of his poor clock management and his non-willingness to run the ball. And Andy Reid had not won a Super Bowl until the Eagles won the Super Bowl. People be forgetting that shit. Andy didn't win it until we won it. And I'm not so sure he would have won it if we didn't win it. It's kind of like a mystical, crazy thing. He didn't win it until we won it. We won it in 2018. He won it the next year, beat the 49ers. But remember, when they lost, who did they lose to? The Seahawks? Seahawks beat the shit out of their ass, right? Yeah. And it says, fan hate is because we boo when Michael Irvin got hurt. I mean, he was hurt bad. I was at that game. I was at that game. I was like, I remember prime time. This is part of the reasons why I never liked Deion Sanders. When when Michael Irvin was hurt, he running around the stadium like, I'm gonna make y'all pay for this. Like, what are you gonna do, motherfucker? It's a stadium full of people. Like, what are you gonna do? Everybody wasn't booing Michael Irvin or cheering for him to get hurt. It wasn't everybody. But it's the Eagles versus Cowboys. Act like you know. There is no love. I'm sorry. There is no love. He lived. Remember, he had an axe to grind with us for years. I can't blame him. Mikey Man says 8 sacks and they never blitzed. Only 4 linemen all game. Yep. They just overpowered them. But they knew that they were going to be able to do that. They knew that they were bigger, they were stronger, they were more skilled. They threw them around. I mean, hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, Mahomes didn't have nobody to throw to. He was running for his life, and it wasn't working. Cook says, not gonna lie, I thought the NFL was scripted. Eagles proved me wrong. Congrats. Wow. I still have seen some really questionable things. I just don't think that the NFL would ever script anything good in the Eagles' favor. I just don't think so. Because they sure haven't before. We've had to work. That's why we're only getting our second Super Bowl now. That's why we're only getting our second Super Bowl now. But I was good with the one. I know for a fact that we're going to get another one. And I think it might be next season. This team is built for the future. And I don't see Howie not making sure that we get even better next season. It's going to be ugly because they are a real complete team now with an identity. Only thing is, goddamn, Kellen Moore is going to become the head coach of the Saints. So we're going to go through another offensive coordinator. Well, Cook says the refs did good from what I've seen. I've heard some people complain about it. Hey, man, you look. You can't please everybody. But see, out of 36 votes, it's half and half. 18 people think that the game was rigged last night in some kind of way. And so 18 people say nah. Straight up and down, up and up. But I thought it was a little ironic that the Super Bowl colors were red like the Chiefs. I was like, blood gang over here, huh? Let's do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here, man. Let me let y'all good people get ready to go to bed or go to work or something. You know what I mean? Let me take care of business over here. Let's see. Hold on. Right, let's do it like that. Ooh. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay. Nice. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 10th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They are SPECIAL. They get the RESPECT. They get number one out the box. My girl, Lisa Long. Happy birthday to you. And also Adrian Heights. Happy birthday. And Naomi Fiordamando. Happy birthday to you. And my man, Kevin Alfred. Last but not least, I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious February 10th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and go hard, go for yours, and go hard, go for yours. And remember, we had to make the cheese come down like timber. Yo, we had to get all the branches off. What? We wasn't trying to hear that answers soft. Yo, they really thought they was going to win, but we had to go from the beginning and let you know it wasn't going down like that. We got to make sure we win and keep our pockets fat, keep the champagne flowing, light up the cigars. Yo, we are the champions. That's who we are. And we going to make sure that we double up. And yo, y'all really want some trouble? Well, all right, yup. We got it for you, in store for you. Yeah, you're going down like a motherfucker. I saw you looking bad, looking kind of scared, looking like y'all didn't practice, like y'all wasn't prepared. Y'all must have thought that we was soft, but you was wrong, and we was having you on your back all game long. And if you come through next year, you will have fear, because we gonna make sure that we tear you down just like we did the projects, and we gonna ask the next teams, who's next? 31 teams couldn't do it. We the 32nd team, and we flow just like fluid, and we got to it, and we belt the ass, and you can't get with this shit because we got class. Who you think that's talking about? 40-22, that's a rout. The real score was 40-6. You think that I'm counting that garbage time? Shit. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death, resuscitate y'all, and love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another daily go-gettemism show. So make sure y'all come on through, man. 2 a.m. every night, so come on through. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. And so we're going to be out, man. Y'all have a good night. Be safe. Either go to bed or go to work. That's how we end the show. Go to bed or go to work. Elpidio Nunez. Thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate y'all. One.